The first $100,000 is the hardest money you'll ever save, but it's also the most important because after you hit 100K, compound interest becomes your money printer.
And we're about to show you exactly how to get there, even if you're starting from zero. But you gotta watch till the end, because we're dropping the secret that took me from broke to 100K.
Welcome to the 100K Club initiation. Let me hit you with some brutal statistics. The median American savings account has just $8,000. $8,000! Meanwhile, it takes the average person 12 to 20 years to save their first $100,000. 12 to 20 years! That's longer than most marriages last. And here's the kicker. 67% of Americans couldn't come up with the $1,000 for an emergency right now. But we're talking about saving 100 times that. You think I'm crazy? Maybe. But Charlie Munger said the first 100K is the hardest, and after that, money makes money while you sleep. So buckle up, because we're about to compress 20 years into a plan.
Oh, perfect. Just casually save $100,000 while rent is eating 40% of my paycheck, student loans are another 15%, and groceries somehow cost more than my car payment. Easy. Just stop buying avocado toast for 847 years and boom, 100K. But real talk. The average 30-year-old has only $11,250 in savings. The average 40-year-old, $27,910. So if you're in your 30s trying to hit 100K, you're basically attempting to save 9 times what your peers have managed their entire adult lives. No pressure, though. Just completely revolutionize your relationship with money, give up everything fun, and maybe sacrifice a goat to the finance gods. Simple.
Hey, nobody said this was easy, but here's the math that makes it possible. If you save $500 per month with 7% investment returns, you'll hit 100K in about 11 years. Save $1,000 per month? You're there in 6.5 years. $2,000 per month? Just 4 years. The problem isn't that it's impossible. It's that people treat savings like an option instead of a bill. You pay Netflix, Spotify, your car payment, but savings? If there's money left over. Wrong. Pay yourself first like it's a debt you owe to future you. And future you is judging present you right now for that $8 coffee you just bought.
Okay, but $2,000 per month? Who has that? The median personal income in the U.S. is $41,000 per year. That's $3,400 per month before taxes. After taxes, you're looking at $2,800-ish. So you want me to save $2,000 from $2,800? That leaves $800 for rent, food, utilities, transportation, and my will to live. Should I just move into a cardboard box and eat ramen for 4 years? Oh, look at me, I saved 100K, but now I have scurvy and no friends because I stopped going anywhere that costs money. But fine, let's talk about the realistic path for us mere mortals who aren't pulling 150K salaries.
Fair point. Let's break this down for real people with real incomes. Step 1. Track every dollar for 30 days. You'll find $200 to $500 leaking out on subscriptions you forgot, food delivery, impulse purchases. The average American spends $3,000 per year on stuff they don't use. That's $250 a month right there. Step 2. Automate your savings. Set it up so $100 to $300 transfers the day you get paid. You can't spend what you don't see. Step 3, the raise rule. Every time you get a raise, promotion, or bonus, save 50% of it before lifestyle inflation kicks in. Got a $3,000 raise? That's $1,500 per year saved without changing your current lifestyle.
Okay, the raise rule is actually genius because lifestyle inflation is real. I got a $10,000 raise last year, and somehow I'm broker than before. It's like money has this magical ability to disappear the second it hits your account. But here's my question. Where should I be saving this money? Because a regular savings account gives you like 0.01% interest, which is basically telling inflation to have its way with your money. Meanwhile, inflation is at what, 3-4%? So I'm losing money by saving it? That's like putting your money in a hole and being surprised when it's worth less. High yield savings, index funds, Roth IRA, help me.
Great question. Here's the 100K saving strategy. First $1,000, emergency fund in a high-yield savings account, 4 to 5% interest. Next, $20K, max out Roth IRA for 3 years, $6,500 to $7,000 per year. Rest, put it in index funds like VTI or VOO in a brokerage account. Why? Because a regular savings account at 0.01% turns 100K into $100,100 after 10 years. But investing in the S&P 500, averaging 10% per year, that 100K becomes $259,000. That's the difference. Your money needs to work for you, not just sit there slowly dying to inflation. The first 100K isn't just about saving, it's about investing smartly.
Wait, so if I invest that 100K and it grows to 259K, that means the first 100K literally more than doubled without me doing anything? That's what compound interest means? My money is making money while I'm sleeping, eating, watching Netflix, existing? I've been working for money my whole life when I should have been making money work for me. This is what rich people know that nobody teaches us. They're not working harder, they're working smarter. Their money has a job. My money's been unemployed this whole time, just sitting in a checking account getting a participation trophy. No wonder I'm not building wealth.
Exactly. You just unlocked the cheat code. Charlie Munger was right. The first 100K is brutal because you're doing all the work. But after 100K with 10% returns, that's $10,000 per year your money makes without you lifting a finger. At 200K, it's 20K a year. At 500K, that's 50K a year, more than most people's jobs. But here's the catch. You got to be patient. The average millionaire is 57 years old because it takes time. Young people want to be rich by 25, but you're planting a tree that takes 20 to 30 years to bear fruit. Stop looking for get-rich-quick schemes and start building get-rich-guaranteed foundations.
But let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say gorilla. This advice assumes you have extra money to save. What about people living paycheck to paycheck? 64% of Americans are living like that. What about student loans, medical debt, childcare costs? The system is rigged to keep people broke. Minimum wage is $7.25 federally. That's $15,080 per year before taxes. You can't save 100K when you can't even afford rent. So is this advice only for people with privilege? Because telling someone making 25K to just save $500 a month is like telling someone in a wheelchair to just walk it off. The math doesn't math for everyone.
Valid point. You're absolutely right. This is harder for people starting from behind. The system is rigged. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Complaining doesn't build wealth. You gotta play the hand you're dealt. Can't save $500 a month? Start with $50. Can't do $50? Do $20. The 40-year-old with $27,000 saved got there by starting somewhere. Income inequality is real, but so is the power of consistent saving over time. Side hustles aren't optional anymore. They're mandatory. DoorDash on weekends, freelance writing, sell stuff online. Add $300 to $500 a month, and suddenly the math changes. It's not fair, but fairness doesn't pay your bills.
All right, tough love accepted. So let's talk timeline. If I'm 25 and I save $500 a month invested at 8% returns, I'll have 100K by 35. That's 10 years. If I'm 35, starting from zero, $1,000 a month gets me there by 42. Started late at 45, $2,000 per month hits 100K by 50. The point is, it's not too late. But here's what kills me. People spend more time planning their vacation than their financial future. They'll research hotels for 6 hours, but won't spend 30 minutes setting up a Roth IRA. Priorities are backwards. Your future self is begging you to start today.
Speaking of priorities, let's roast some spending habits. You're telling me you can't save money, but you've got $17 a month Netflix, $11 a month Spotify, $18 a month Hulu, $18 a month Disney Plus, $10 a month Apple Music, $200 sneaker collection, $1,200 phone on a payment plan, $6 lattes 4 times per week, eating out 12 times per month at $40 per meal. That's $700+ per month. But I need entertainment. No, you need priorities. You're choosing temporary pleasure over permanent wealth. Rich people delay gratification. Broke people finance everything. You're literally paying interest on shoes that'll be out of style in 6 months. The math is mathing.
Okay, that sneaker attack was personal. But you're not wrong. Fine, I'll cancel 3 subscriptions, meal prep on Sundays, and buy a $400 phone like a peasant. Happy? But here's the thing. Everyone focuses on the spending side. What about the earning side? Why is it always cut your budget and never increase your income? The average side hustle makes $891 a month. That's $10,692 per year. In 10 years, that's $106,920 without touching my main job income. Maybe instead of penny pinching lattes, we should be hustling harder. You can't cut your way to wealth. You gotta earn your way there.
Both! It's both. Cut expenses and increase income. You need offense and defense. Save $300 a month by cutting waste. Earn $500 a month from side hustle. That's $800 a month or $9,600 a year toward your 100K. Do that for 7 years with 8% returns, and you've got your 100 grand. But here's the secret nobody tells you. The psychological shift at 25K, 50K, and 75K. At 25K saved, you start feeling powerful. At 50K, you realize you could survive 2 years unemployed. At 75K, you start seeing yourself differently. You're not broke anymore. You're wealthy in progress. The first 100K changes your identity, not just your bank account.
And that's how you save your first $100,000. Let's recap for everyone taking notes. Track spending, automate savings, invest in index funds for compound interest, cut wasteful expenses, increase income through side hustles, use the raise rule for promotions, max out your Roth IRA, be patient because it takes time. And remember, the first 100K is the hardest, but it unlocks everything. If this video gave you a game plan, smash that like button, subscribe because we're building wealth together, and comment your current savings goal below. Are you going for 10K first, 50K, the full 100K? Let's hold each other accountable. Now stop watching and go set up that automatic transfer. Future you is watching.